everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner, and today I have almost all medallions. I have a few appliques, but all of them are fancy and they have lots of beads and sequins on them. So I have some really pretty stuff for you today, and I also have a dress. So let's get started. First up is Lot F. It is a fancy, I'm calling it a fancy medallion. It is covered in sequins. There's a few beads in here, especially down this area, but it's covered in sequins. It measures 11 inches by 5 inches. And I'm going to come down a little bit so you can see the detail. Look at the shine in that. These are iridescent sequins. Look how they catch the light. Gorgeous. This one I have 2 of, and I'm asking $5 a piece for Lot F. Lot G, I have 2 different sizes. Let's see, G1, this one is G1. I believe this was from this might have been from the same dress. It has iridescent sequins and pearl beads on this one as well. G1 measures 11 inches by 6 inches at the widest point. And look at the sparkle in this one. Beautiful, beautiful beadwork. G2 is the same medallion, except it doesn't have the row of flowers on the side here. It's the same medallion. Lots of beads and sequins in it. G1 with the flowers on the side, I'm asking $6, and G2 I am asking $5, and I have 1 of each. H is a pretty little heavily beaded medallion. This one also has iridescent sequins. I think just about everything, well, except for the last one, has iridescent sequins today. H measures 10 inches by 4.5 inches. It has these large pearl, teardrop pearls. Here's the detail on this one, embroidered. This one's kind of a cream or an off-white. That's the detail in that one. That is Lot H. I only have 1, and I'm asking $4.50 for that one, Lot H. Lot I is a 3-piece applique set. It has this larger piece here. These are heavily beaded. Every surface on these are covered with beads and sequins. This larger one measures 6 inches all the way down to a smaller one, which is about 3 inches. The smaller one, you'll either get one of this or one of this as a smaller piece. These are gorgeous. I only have 4 sets of this. This also has the iridescent sequins on it. Pretty rose in the middle. And this one's like a little medallion. You can cut that up further. And then the smaller one. Lot I is a 3-piece set, and I am asking $5.75 for Lot I, and I only have 4 of these available. And then finally, Lot J, I need to come out for this one, is stunning. Let's see if I can lay this out real. It has all these dangles at the bottom, and it is covered in iridescent bugle beads. And this is what it looks like. It measures 14 inches, not counting the dangles, 14 inches by 7 inches at the widest point. and I need to come down on this one so you can see the gorgeous beadwork in this. Got a big pearl, teardrop pearl up there. Look at that beautiful flower there. And this is the rows and rows of intertwined bugle beads. Look at how this is catching the light. These actually are clear sequins, not iridescent, but they sure are shiny. And those bugle beads, the bugle beads are iridescent. They're catching, picking up color. Look at that right there. Gorgeous. This is stunning. The camera just doesn't do it justice. And then you've got all your dangles at the bottom. This is Lot J. I am asking $12 per piece for this because of all the beadwork in this one. It's fairly heavy too. And I have 3 of these available. Now, the dress, I am selling a whole dress. This piece is actually on the dress that I'm selling. There's one of these, and there are several gorgeous medallions. I have had this dress before. I am going to reuse a video. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. Hold on, coffee. I'm going to reuse a video that I recorded about a year ago when I first had this dress. I have another one in, and I'm selling it as a whole. So I am going to pause the video here and put up that video showing this dress, the dress that this came off of. If you are interested in any of these things that I've shown here, as always, the instructions are down below on how to order. I am also going to be doing a second video today with all laces, so stay tuned for that as well. So I'm going to put you on pause, and I'm going to continue this video with the video I recorded a year ago. Okay, this is dress number 2. You might recognize this dress because I've had this dress before, and you've seen it in a sneak peek that I've done before. I did get more of this dress in, and I am going to sell it as a whole. If anybody's interested in purchasing it as a whole, it is a very spectacular dress, and you will see that in just a minute here. I'm going to start at the top. Around the neckline is this beautiful trim with these gorgeous dangles coming down from it, and it's on tulle at the top. And then coming down the bodice, it is heavily beaded. You get down to this section here, and you can see these are all iridescent bugle beads in through here. You've got this gorgeous beaded flower there. There's more of this bugle beads, heavily beaded. It comes down, there's more, and there's more of those swirls with the bugle beads and the beads. There is another dangle down here. And of course on either side there's appliques going all the way around the middle. There's another section at the bottom here below what I would consider the bodice section. There's another panel below that with more appliques, more beaded beaded swirls, and you have this pretty medallion right here that hangs off of the bottom, and it is heavily beaded. Now the sleeves are the puffy sleeves. The top part of it is tulle, kind of a heavy tulle, and it has appliques all the way around the tulle part. There's this kind of funky part coming up off of the main sleeve part. That has appliques on it. There's appliques coming down the sleeve, and then at the very bottom of the sleeve is another one of those medallions, heavily beaded medallions that were at the very bottom of the bodice section. Pretty spectacular. If you come down the dress, this bottom part is like 3/4 length. It's around the hip, I would say. You come down, there's a ruffled bottom, and then you'll recognize this hem from my last video. It is the alicon at the bottom, all the way around the bottom, and then with the medallions going every so often attached to the hem. You can see that's kind of what it looks like when you see it spread out. There is about 5 yards of hem just in that bottom section down there. I'm going to come back up, try not to make you dizzy, and flip it around to the back so you can see the back side. Okay. Most of the back is on tulle. This is all tulle in through here. You've got the buttons, the satin covered buttons that go all the way down, so there's lots of buttons. And then the back side has appliques all the way down, fairly heavily beaded. Got these really heavily beaded ones hanging off here, and then down to the bottom of this kind of second section, there's some hem going all the way around that. Now, this dress, I am asking $60 for this dress, and the reason why I'm asking so much for it is that this dress, first of all, it's pretty spectacular, and second of all, it can be totally taken apart. I have already taken apart a dress like this. Even the appliques on the bodice can come off without losing beads and sequins. You have 3 of these gorgeous medallions, 2 on the sleeves and 1 on the bodice. You have at least 5 yards of hem along the bottom, and the front, this piece here, it goes, let's see if I can do this and follow my finger. This whole piece goes all the way up to here and back down again. That's all one piece with the gorgeous dangles at the bottom, and these, there's another close-up of those bugle beads, beaded swirls. That's all one piece. So this dress is pretty special. This one is a size 10. It weighs, shipped or packaged, about 4 pounds. This one has a lot of beads and sequins on it. It weighs about 4 pounds, so you can estimate shipping. Now, here's what I can do. If somebody commits to buying one of these 2 dresses and you want to try to cut down on shipping, I can cut, you know, all the satin, and this one actually has tulle underneath it as well, and other material. I can cut it down as far as I can for you to try to cut down on shipping, and I'd be happy to do that, but you have to commit to buying the dress, or I won't do that, because I'm not going to cut a dress and then you change your mind. So these 2 dresses, if anybody is interested in these, please send me an email. My email address will be in the description box below. Payment is by PayPal. And I hope somebody can enjoy these 2 beautiful dresses. Thanks, and bye for now.